Leaders both loved and loathed came and went without much fuss. Who the hell was that? But Queen Elizabeth's passing marked the end of an era and brought Britain and much of the world to a standstill. As some of the world's worst climate laggards exited stage right, the scale of the emergency came into ever sharper focus. Climate-driven disasters wreaked havoc, from record-breaking drought across the Northern Hemisphere.
This is a crisis that we haven't seen in history.
To the seemingly endless floods that crippled Australia's eastern states.
It's just really heartbreaking. We didn't think we'd have to do this again.
The pandemic isn't over by a long shot, COVID-19 causing more than 14,000 Australian deaths in 2022. Despite that tragic toll, this was the year the virus loosened its grip on our lives a little. But as much of the world re-emerged, China was descending into a nightmare. Social unrest triggering the collapse of its hardline COVID-0 policy.
An under-vaccinated population with low natural immunity and a loosening of restrictions has led to scenes in China the rest of the world has long put behind it.
China's troubles, along with Russia's invasion of Ukraine, put supply chains under extreme strain and sent commodity prices skyrocketing.
Wall Street has gone into meltdown mode.
The spiralling inflation rates pushing the world to the brink of recession.
We're really in uncharted territory.
On a cold, clear February morning, darkness descended on Ukraine.
Cruise and ballistic missile strikes are underway. People here are terrified.
But as winter gave way to spring and then summer, a story of tragedy became one of defiance, of a courageous people that dared resist a tyrant and a world that rallied to their aid.
Against all odds and doom and gloom scenarios, Ukraine didn't fall. Ukraine is alive and kicking.
Putin wasn't the only strongman to discover the limits of his power in 2022. Bolsonaro was bounced in Brazil, and the ruling Rajapaksa family was swept from power in Sri Lanka. While the women of Iran stood up to the ruling theocracy, maintaining the rage, even in the face of a brutal crackdown. A reminder that even in the midst of all the fear and despair, there is still plenty worth fighting for.
Quite a year, but I wonder whether it's too much to hope that, or just focus on the fact that next year there may actually be some more light.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to
specifically. Can I have some examples?
We're going to host the Women's World Cup in Australia. That's going to be. I genuinely think that's going to be incredible.
We haven't
talked about it that much, but that will be an incredible thing to have on our shores.
Yeah. I think one of the most interesting things is going to be watching King Charles's coronation. That's in May, I think, and not necessarily to look forward to, but I'm interested in how Britain's going to handle it.
Yeah. We may have a referendum next year on a voice to Parliament.
Yeah.
No matter what you think on it, you know, it's a very big moment for Australia. There'll obviously be some, you know,
debate?
Yes, some debate that I'm sure some won't enjoy. But there are things, I think, in the calendar ahead that make me think it's...
Well, you know what I'm hoping in 2023? I'm really hoping crypto makes a comeback, because I've lost so much money. I'm really ruined, all right?
Have you really?
I needed to... Oh, Hamish, yeah, look...
Is this why you've come to commercial television?
This is why I'm here. I've left the NBC. I'm here. I need this.